Mike, have you taken like all of the courses that we have to take, like the trainings and like the HR stuff?
Yeah, I'm getting through them. There's a lot of them.
So you haven't taken most of them. So this feels like a question I can ask because you aren't officially an employee yet, you know?
Got it.
Like
What
I
does that
won't.
mean,
Yeah.
Jenny? That sounds so sketchy.
I am curious because I saw scrolling the other day some men talking on social media, and they were talking about how when they go out in public and they have to use the bathroom, they do something in particular. So when they're peeing, I'm curious, do you guys, does this come to your mind? Like when you go out in public
processing.
and you're peeing,
Totally.
what do you do in the public urinals when there could be other men around you? Do you do anything different than what you might do at home?
You're talking, is there a divider up between us?
Yeah.
Or troughed, because troughs are like a
Troughed
thing
is
too, which is
crazy.
so crazy.
Trough is crazy.
It's
I
so
would
gross.
never go to the
Dude,
bathroom.
when there's
if I was
30
a man.
dudes just hanging brain at the trough and you're just like standing next to them.
Not
like,
a bad
this is-
way to spend a day.
I remember being like 7 years old going to a hockey game, and that was like for some reason what the facility used, and I was like,
There's still a couple at the state fair that still have the trough. You've got to know the right ones to go to, so you can actually get a urinal and not go to the trough.
Are you sure you're not in like the pig section of the fair?
Mike's on the miracle of personal peeing. Oh my God. Get a map.
I'm not sure if I maybe I do it like unconsciously. What does it say people do?
Well, Mike, do you have an answer to that
Are
question?
you thinking of that thing where you go to every other urinal, like
No.
where guys definitely space themselves apart to make sure that you are?
If you're
like,
not spacing out, you're sus.
yeah.
That I agree with that. Even in like a women's bathroom where we have full stalls, it's weird to me when someone goes right next door.
Okay.
All right, let's move on from that. We don't need to get into that.
Okay.
We don't need to get into that right now. Okay, the reason I asked is because I saw these two guys and they're big podcasters and they were talking about how they said that when they go out in public, they try to pee as hard as they can. To prove that the big D
dude.
is in town.
The splash.
If you have a light stream, that's beta, dude. That is.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I'd probably do the same thing, is because whereas like as a woman, I feel like I try to be all dainty and stuff in public, and I'm like, oh, just a
No.
little
If
trickle.
if you don't have a hose going on that thing, fire hydrant style,
like Niagara Falls is coming out of you.
yeah, then you're
Yeah.
kind of a little baby. That's how.
I think this is one more sign I'm a man. I am trying to get out so fast. You're not supposed to, but I'm like, push, get out of me and release.
The more forceful, yeah, the more ferocity within inside your soul. And
Can I call my husband real quick? Because
Yeah, ask him.
he
sits
definitely
to pee.
Yeah.
he gives big stream
Okay,
energy.
no, he sits to
Is
pee.
it okay that you're saying that on the radio?
I don't care. I think it's. I think
it's actually it is cleaner.
Jake.
My wife tried to make me do it one time.
You're on the radio. Do you when you go to the public bathroom? I have two questions. Do you sit to pee like you do at home?
No way.
And do you push really hard so that you have an assertive stream for other men to hear?
Definitely no to the first question. Don't never sit in public. But I mean, yeah, you gotta drive home a good
My man.
You gotta drive home a good stream.
That's my alpha.
And this is like new information to me. I like have never thought of it before. Okay, Colt.
Big dog.
It's the same thing when you go in somebody else's house. You don't want to be like a side bowl guy, right? You want to be like a direct stream.
Yeah.
You gotta let him hear that crystal light hitting the toilet.
Okay, never call it Crystal Light again, you dirty dog.
Here's the thing though. I had a guy named Joey in my high school, and he, in order to assert his dominance, he would see how far he could be back from the urinal and pee at the same time. And that guy could get it like 4 feet out.
Next level move.
That's a dangerous game, brother.
Yeah,
It's like prostate maxing.
All right, thanks. Love you. Bye. Okay.
So then when you're at home, you're just like casually peeing. You probably take maybe a little bit longer because it's your you time. You're away from the kids. Cold.
Here's my process. What I do, I lean against the wall.
Lean. You have
'cause
one arm up against.
I'll put
He's
it-
showing us right now.
I'll lean against the wall, spread out, like shoulder width apart, lean against the wall, and then I'll use the other hand to kind of just like pull down.
Yeah.
And
Pull
then
down what?
I let gravity do its thing, and it
Do you know the craziest thing I learned from Colt was how men don't pull down or like even unzip. He just
if you do it the proper way, you don't even have to wash your hands afterwards because nothing's touching.
he said he just pulls down the top of his pants a tiny bit, and I guess it's like surprise.
It's all about the leverage.
I don't think I knew that that either. All right.
Sorry, Colt, was that inappropriate?
Gosh, I've learned so
No.
many things today. This is interesting.
Mhm.
I hope you've learned something too as you listen to us. Maybe you learned how to change the channel. I don't know.
It is embarrassing. Just one last thought on it. It is embarrassing if you have a light stream, but when you do get a compliment like, dang, you got a heavy stream, you do feel better than everybody else.
What? Has anyone ever said that to you, Mike?
Never once. I got a compliment on my stream.
Maybe one day, Mike. Maybe one day.
Oh, someone got a weak stream.
Yeah,
I kind of do prostate max, though, now that I'm thinking about
You
it.
do everything, Max, I'm pretty sure.
For just a chance to win your heart.
There are a couple of things going on in my life that triggered this. So I was watching that 5-Star Weekend. I don't know if you watched it, but I thought it was
I finished it.
I thought it was a pretty good show.
It's good.
I liked it. But in the movie, or in the TV show, spoiler, this is like in the preview, Jennifer Garner loses her husband. He's in like an accident.
Okay.
And they'd been together for a long time. And then she goes back to her hometown and she's like, because she's sad and she like wants to reconnect with different friends and throughout her life. But one of the people that re-enters her life is like the high school sweetheart. And they kiss, but like they basically left. I'm not going to completely ruin the show, but they left it open for like a season 2. So not a lot happens with them really.
A lot of tension.
And I started thinking about high school sweethearts. Now, my stepson, he just graduated from high school. He has a girlfriend.
Okay.
They're going to different areas of the world. And they're planning, I think, to maybe stay together and figure it out. And, you know, you kind of assume, well, I don't know what'll happen with that. Because a lot of time when the distance makes things difficult.
That's true.
But he was saying that they had friends that they decided in like May they would break up when they go off to college. So this summer they're just together, but it's weird because they know they're breaking up.
It's
And
kinda
do
cool
you
in a way.
ever, but then you hear about people getting back together with their high school sweethearts. And so I was wondering, did it work out for you? Because I think sometimes you glamorize that relationship because it was like so meaningful. It was like but then when you go off and do separate things,
You become your own person.
you become very different people.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
your whole relationship seems to be based on like this nostalgia, but can it work out? So I'm wondering, did you get back with a high school sweetheart later in life?
And so
did
this
it
is
work
separate
out?
from like you married your high school sweetheart.
Correct.
Yeah.
Your high school sweethearts, for whatever reason, probably in your early 20s, maybe it's college or whatever it is, you split up, you're apart for years. Maybe you guys even marry other people and you get divorced or whatever it may be. But at some point you find yourselves coming back to each other. Did it work out? Did you get back with a high school sweetheart?
I'm sure you have
I'm 651-989 KDWB.
I'm sure you have a different perspective going into the relationship because you grow a lot. I was thinking about this because I've been with my wife since I was 19.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like mistakes and arguments and just stupid stuff. And I
When
was
you're
like,
younger and immature, you know?
yeah. And I was like, I wonder what we'd be like if we met now, because you would have avoided all that. But it's like crazy. You do grow with the person when you're with them at such a young age. You go through all those little speed bumps.
Yeah.
And you know, like the worst side of you and the most immature side of you, and then what you are today. But I'd like to know, if anybody got back and you're like, oh, it was nice to just skip all those stupid moments, and now we're actually mature in this relationship.
Well, and also sometimes it's like you, for instance, I left my small town. I cannot imagine getting back together with someone I went to high school with now because I just feel like we probably have, not because they're from a small town, has nothing to do with that, but I can't imagine they would ever leave. So like it's less about us not seeing things the same way, which we probably don't, but it's more like they would never leave. So, and I'm not moving back to Indiana. So there's no way that would work out.
I didn't have a high school sweetheart, but I also experienced that with somebody. The guy that came to the Super Bowl weekend, he was from my hometown, but he never wanted to leave my hometown. So that was never going to work for us.
Yeah. But we love.
It was my best friend in high school. They started dating in freshman year. And then once it got to college time, they only ended up going 3 hours apart, which is not across the country.
Yeah.
But it was only 3 hours. So they decided to break up. We're not together like majority of freshman year of college. And then I know my best friend experimented with other guys. I don't know about him. I'm pretty sure he was pretty loyal. But they ended up making their way back, and now they got married this past summer.
Okay.
Cute.
That is cute. I think there is I've known some people do that. Like that, yeah, that wasn't a ton of time apart. That wasn't getting tons of life experience in between. It was kind of like, all right, we tried a couple people now. Let's go back to each other. We prefer each other. But no, I think that's very cute. Thank you, Brooke. Becky from Hudson, is this your story or someone else's, getting with a high school sweetheart? Becky?
Open line 2, Colt, for Becky.
Hey, Becky, is this your story?
This is my story.
All right.
It was actually a college sweetheart.
Okay.
We met and started dating in my freshman year in college. I was in St. Paul and he was in Milwaukee. We dated for a while and he wanted to get married. And I was like, whoa, I've got so much to do with my life. I'm not ready to get married. So we kind of broke up, stayed in touch a little bit, but eventually kind of lost track of each other. And this was quite a number of years ago, so before any kind of social media.
Yeah.
We both went on with our lives. We got married. We had children. And about 14 years ago, he reached out to my mom and got my number from her. He called me up, and we reconnected, still long distance. And 4 years ago, we got married. And now we live in Hudson, and it's been great. And it's a good story. We always say we're going to sell it to Lifetime or something to retire, but...
I love that so much. That sounds so similar, even how you guys got back together, to one of my best friends, Heidi, from college. Freshman year, she had a boyfriend named Andy from high school. We all loved Andy, but they needed to separate and go discover themselves and grow up a little bit. And then years later, Andy's mom was selling like some kind of candles, and Heidi went and bought one. And she's like, by the way, Andy's single again. And they got back together, and they're married and have kids together now.
That's wild.
Mom's just getting in there.
Reconnecting, remembering that.
What just a risky move to like hit up the mom too for the number.
You know, it's like it feels safer, even though you know the mom is going to tell the kid. It probably feels less, I guess it depends, less intimidating to be turned down by the mom or just silence, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's the next person we have?
This is Christina.
Christina, did you get back with a high school sweetheart later in life?
Well, so I met this guy in freshman year of high school, and at Anoka High School. And at that time, Andover and Anoka were together. But then after freshman year, he went to Andover. And I stayed at Anoka. I really liked him. He was dating somebody else. He was like, nah, she's too crazy. No, not going to do that. Never really saw each other throughout the rest of high school.
Yeah.
And then we went off to college locally, in Minnesota, but,
Yeah, you just lost touch. So how long were you apart before you guys got back together then?
So this is going to date me, but he reconnected via Facebook and just connected with me and was like, hey, sorry I was so whatever in high school.
You're like, you were in high school. It's fine. Yeah.
How old are you at this point?
Yeah, how old were you when you reconnected?
Freshman of college.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so then reconnected, and then we kind of hung out. I was dating somebody at the time, but then, that was a long distance thing.
Yeah.
So when we would return home, we would hang out, things like that. And then still, not ever dating officially. And kind of lost touch again.
So when did you guys end up back together? I feel like this is a beautiful long tale. Yeah. So when did you guys end up back together?
I was dating somebody that was at...
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge of my seat, man. So when did you guys get back together?
I don't know. I think we could fill in the holes at this point. It sounds like probably when they were like 28,
Thanks, Jenny.
And then they just they rekindled,
Yeah,
know.
they had
but
to
then
figure
she
it
was
out.
dating someone else again, and then he was like, okay, well then I wasn't free, and so
Yeah.
then they got together again,
That
and
is
then
crazy.
We got a bunch of texts also. We got this. It says, my husband and I dated 5 years in high school, and after we split for 11 years, got married 2 months after we got back together. When you know. This text said, well, Fallon, I did this twice. This is a little bit sad, but also, as they said, my high school sweetheart passed away. But now I'm married to a guy from high school. We just didn't really know each other in high school. I hear that all the time. You'll get back together with someone you went to, or get together with someone you went to high school with, but you weren't actually like very close, which would never have been the case in my high school because we
Me
had
neither.
like 12 people.
Well,
So
we had a
that's-
lot, but yeah.
This text said, I came back to my junior high sweetheart. We were good friends in junior high, split, went to different schools, ended up getting together after we graduated high school, and now we're married.
See, the jealousy in me would never be able to know. Like, if we're dating in high school and then you go off and then you're getting cracked by everybody and then we come back,
That's like the worst way to put it.
I bring it up constantly. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you were hanging out with so-and-so. Oh, yeah, you saw him in public.
Is that what your wife does to you? You constantly like,
yeah.
James not the only one I've been with. I was getting cracked before then.
I've been cracked so many times. No, I'm kidding. No, but I just couldn't be able to. The thought of like it's something about circling back to that person, but then knowing there's like so many intimate relationships between, which I guess is every relationship. But there's like more weight to it when you were dating before, and then you come back and you're like, so in between
but you
these
could look
periods.
At it like, oh, none of them could hold up to old Papa Pop over here. He had to come back for the good stuff.
That's true. That's a good way to look at it. But Colt, you have been one of the lucky ones who found Jen at a young age, and just it works.
Don't say that. That's crazy
you were,
work.
Though. You found her. Well, you guys were young.
Stop with the sound effects. It didn't even make sense
young.
there.
I'm sorry. You both were young, and you found each other. But sometimes people don't always work out right away, and so then you go off your separate ways, and then you realize, just kidding. That is the person I.
Buffalo
so
Wild Wings has saved our relationship so many times.
Explain.
She gets a little hangry. You're like, dude, it's a little B-dubs. You want a little B-dubs, Jen? Okay. That's literally what got us through 19, 20, and 21.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that what Jake does for you?
No, and actually my old boyfriend Thomas, that's where we used to go. And let me tell you, all it did was we'd go next door to a record store named Coconuts, and it would hit my tum-tum real hard. I was
In
like, we gotta get
Coconuts?
home.
Hey,
Coconuts,
yo.
the music store. We got to get home
I
fast.
thought you meant that he gets two when there's no way there was enough for all the staff to have two. Also, I don't think he is that close to the staffer that brought the donuts in, but he still doesn't see any wrongdoing. So is it normal or nope that he went in and got himself a second donut? Colt? Donuts came in the morning, and at 4 p.m. there were still a bunch left, according to him, when he got his second one.
But I thought he already took, I think he took two in the beginning.
Nope.
Then that's
One
normal.
at 7.
Then that's normal.
One at 4 p.m.
If there was still plenty left.
Yeah. As somebody who's self-conscious, I would definitely avoid the donuts until nobody was looking, and then I would probably take two. But I don't know, man. I feel like when you're working in the ICU, you're so stressed out, and you're probably just like dealing with so many emotions you don't even know are there, but because it's so bottled up, and it just transforms into you eating a donut, and that's his trauma has brought him to that second donut. So for him, I'm gonna say that's normal.
I don't think you need to take it that far. I think sometimes daddy want a sweet treat, okay? And then daddy want a second sweet treat, and that's fine. You got long hours. I get it.
I was
But
gonna
Colt
say.
absolutely is not lying about hiding it. Do you know the number of times he's snuck little treats? Like he'll like eat them in the hallways or something, like a raccoon, so that I don't know that he's having like little sweet treats here and there or something. Like,
What are you talking
and
about?
I don't care. Or he'll like go to Target and buy like a Poppy and chug it. It's not even like a bad treat, so that his wife doesn't know he had one.
Okay, but
What are you talking about?
I do get that, because if someone catches me digging through whatever free food is sitting in the break room, I get really uncomfortable, and I'm like, oh my God,
She
think
scatters
I'm
like a
sad.
cockroach.
I'm like, oh yes, I'm like, how are you doing today? And I literally shove all the food underneath my shirt.
Gosh.
It's weird. You feel uncomfortable when that happens, but I think that it's normal that he took 2 donuts, to be honest, because if at 4 p.m. there were still a bunch left, take another one.
Take all of them. Take them home.
I don't
Jenny
think
will.
that.
Oh, yes, you do. Are you?
You were just telling me about a story of taking everybody's ice cream home.
That's literally not how it went, okay? The story goes that last week we had a bunch of blizzards brought into the radio station, and we had each claimed one. Now, I took a medium Reese's one, okay? I put my name on the top.
Good choice.
Jenny, this is not the first time we've heard this story on the radio. If you have to keep retelling to try to defend how many blizzards
I put my
you
name
took,
on the top, okay? And then I get into the freezer and someone else put their name on top of it. So I was like, I'll find different ones.
They just wrote
so
over
then
your
I
name?
took 2 little mini ones. And then when I got home, I realized that one of the mini ones had someone's name on it too. So I took Schroot's mini blizzard, and I felt bad about
Dude,
it.
it's a doggy
but
dog
I
world. You
ate
got to
it.
get it.
she didn't feel bad about it. She felt bad about it when the microphones were on. When the microphones were off, she said, and I quote, I don't feel that bad about it, though, because we are the ones that had Dairy Queen in.
Well, we brought it in and someone already stole mine.
You know, it is crazy with your stomach issues how you're dairy maxing.
I I can't be stopped. It's so true, Colt. I can't be stopped with the dairy. I don't know what it is.
Dude, it
I will
chums you in.
literally
It's
just
like
look in my fridge and be like, a piece of cheese sounds like a good snack right now.
no, it's literally like the siren scene from the Odyssey
Don't.
where
You're
the little mermaids or whatever they're called on the side try to trick you in, jump in the water, come to them, and then
They're
they just
called sirens.
yeah.
You just said the siren scene with the little mermaids or whatever they're called. They're called sirens.
Listen, I'm not into Greek mythology, but I am into whatever you're talking about, Jenny. And the dairy does call you in.
Mike, you might be the most level-headed one because I haven't seen you steal food in the night like Jenny or hide your snacks like Colt. Is it normal to take 2 donuts?
Yeah, I think at that point in the day,
Yeah.
the day has gone by. Unless it was specifically said, this needs to last 24 hours to make sure every human in the world can get a second one, take another one.
I get what she's saying to leave them for like the overnight people, but I also wonder truly, was he telling the truth that there were like 50
I know.